Welcome back to Mr.BetonYou. Today I'm not going to talk about gig work. I know this is a gig channel for most of you, but I have something in my heart I want to share. For those of you that have been watching when I've been talking about my sobriety, I've been going to AA meetings and trying to figure some things out because I thought I had some things in control and I didn't. And you can go back and watch the history of how that came if you like. I'll save you the time here. But I want to talk about what happens when you start going to AA meetings. Maybe what's happened to me, but in talking to some people at these meetings and watching other content creators talk about it and sharing stories, I think I'm having a very similar experience. Not a bad one. Not a great one yet necessarily, but similar. It's interesting when you decide that alcohol, that you're powerless over it, that you have a problem, an unhealthy relationship, whatever you want to call it, rock bottom or whatever. For me, I've hit rock bottom. I got a sledgehammer for my bottoms, and I sledgehammer my way through the bottom and form a new one. That's my story. But what's happened to me is interesting. You walk into a room, walk into that first meeting, and it was, the shame. I couldn't even sit down in a chair. I stood in the corner. My second meeting, I sat down. The love you get in those rooms is quite amazing, at least from my experience. The companionship, the understanding, you don't feel like a piece of crap. Because everybody in there in some ways has been a piece of crap. And maybe they're not anymore, but they have been. So you feel like you're not alone. But what's interesting when you start going and you start telling friends or family, some will be supportive and understanding. Some will vocalize that support, some won't. Some you can see it in their eyes. Some will diminish the fact that you're going and tell you you're not alcoholic. I don't think you're an alcoholic. Some will, it could be friends or family, whatever. And these are their opinions. I'm at the point now where I'm not trying to have any more resentment towards anybody or hate or dislike because I've had so much of it that I'm not trying to add anything into that resentment cup. It's full. It's overflowing. I don't got any more room to put in there. But it's interesting the looks you might get from friends, family, people on YouTube, because I'm sharing this journey because I want to. But you'll have people in your life that might not agree with you going, might not agree with the way the program is and the God part of it, God as you know it. You know, there's a lot of tenets in there, and the steps and the traditions and the promises, and there's a lot to take in there. And it has obviously a godly way of it. It does. The men that I've talked to have used faith as along with the AA, and they've said it's helped them. But it's interesting. AA can be very it could be some people, it's very putting off. I don't know what the word. Some people don't like it. Maybe it's an experience that they've had that was bad. Some people go to these meetings and they never come back because they don't like certain things or they're not ready. A lot of people relapse. Oh my God. It seems like the people I've talked to, everybody has. That's a little scary, if I'm being honest, to think about me going through that. But I can't worry about that. I can't focus on that necessarily. But the looks you get from friends and family and other people, or the response you get, can be interesting, overwhelming, troubling, surprising, alarming, depending on how you take it. Mine haven't been too bad. I haven't had anybody be disrespectful or anything like that. But sometimes it's not what people say, it's what they don't say. Right? Sometimes it's a look. Sometimes it's a YouTube comment. Sometimes it's that. For me, to be transparent, therapy is going to be a part of my journey of sobriety, my journey of better mental health, my journey of being the best version of myself, the truest version of who Pedro is supposed to be. I can't do that with alcohol and my addictions. Can't do it. I can become a version of myself, the version I've been, and I can be an okay guy at times. It could be somebody that can accomplish things at times, but nothing overall. It can also be a very bad guy. Just to call it in its simplest terms, not a good human being when I am allowing alcohol to take a part of my mind and control it. When you go into AA, everybody's experience can be unique, but I think there are more similarities for somebody going in and being new to the program and being new to that level of connection, because that's all people want, right? Regardless if you're an alcoholic, you're an addict, you're the holier than thou, you're the perfect person, which doesn't exist, but you get what I'm saying. Everybody wants connection. Every human being, every animals want attention. Dogs, cats, pigs, right? Everybody wants affection, attention, a love language. They want to be heard, valued, respected, loved. And when you don't feel like you're getting that, some people, like myself, will cope with alcohol and other addictions. Some people will do that because you're trying to find something that you're not getting. And a lot of us with addictive personalities like myself will find that in places that are easy. It's easy to go to the store and get liquor or beer, or to take a hit of marijuana or whatever. It's very easy to do that. It's everywhere. It's promoted. It's celebrated. It's normalized. Have a bad day. Let's have a drink. Oh, I need a drink. But for some of us, we can't do that because of our condition. But finding connection, man, I have found it. I found it before in a men's group I was in years ago, and I still have dear friends that I met there, and lifelong men. But that wasn't enough for me. Finding connection in other ways and different times of your life is important for me. Might be for you. And I think us as men especially, we hide behind, and we feel like it's weak. We feel like this. We feel the shame. Real men don't do that. Some of us need to let that go and realize that there's no cookie cutter way of getting through life. But when you go into AA, you will have an experience of people around you that will relate to that and look at that very differently. So I say that because maybe somebody's watching and are thinking about, do I have a problem? Maybe you went to your first meeting yesterday. I don't know. I'm not here for that. I'm not going to give you advice. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not there. I'm not even thinking about that. But I can tell you what I've gone through, and I can tell you what other people have told me. Anonymously, I can say it. I can share that. And you're going to have people that won't agree with what you're doing. And I don't know. Are you okay with that? Are you not okay with that? Only you can answer that. For some, it might be hard to have people not support you. But you're going to have, I hope you have. I have people that will support you, and they'll tell you, I'm right with you. I'm right behind you. I'm there with you. I'm there with you. I'm there with you. Hey, how was your meeting today? Are you going to a meeting today? How was it? How you feeling? I have that. And I am grateful for that, because I know many might not have it. And I couldn't imagine being, while I feel alone at times, I don't feel as alone today as I did a couple of months ago. But the reason for that, a part of that is the AA and the decision I made to do it, and the strength it takes to walk into a room. It's a scary thing. It is a scary thing to do it. But maybe you can do it. If this video was helpful, or if you have anything to share, please feel free to do that in the comments section. My name is Pedro. I'm an alcoholic. Still not an easy thing to say, but it's the truth. And I'm trying to find my way within that, find my way in the program, find my way as a man, a son, a partner, a father, a better version of myself, the version that the higher power whoever that is, made me to be. And I know that he's out there, but I had to get rid of the demon first. And I'm still working on that.